I have my IMATS Vancouver haul for you. Over this past weekend, I went to IMATS Vancouver. I only went on Saturday, and it was insane. It was the first time I've been to IMATS in probably 5 or 6 years. I went a really long time ago with one of my friends. It was before IMATS was really big, and there was a few other brands, but pretty much it was the same. IMATS Vancouver is quite small, so there isn't a lot of higher end brands. There's only Makeup Forever, which is the most higher end brand that there is, and when I went previously there was NYX, which I loved. This year there was no NYX, and apparently in the past couple of years there's actually been MAC as well, but I have never seen MAC at IMATS. I did pick up some good stuff. I mainly spent most of my money at Makeup Forever and Morphe, although I did pick up a few other things. I'm going to show you what I got. Overall, I really enjoyed my time at IMATS. I probably spent about 2 hours there. I didn't think I needed that much time there. The booths were quite small and some of them were overcrowded, so it was just overwhelming. I did wait in line for about an hour before the IMATS even opened because I wanted to make it to Makeup Forever before the line got crazy, but that didn't really help because I still waited in line at Makeup Forever for about 45 minutes. Some of the lines were really crazy, so it was really nice making friends there to help you out in the line. I made a friend and she was really, really nice. I was really excited to meet her. I mean, it was overwhelming and crazy. I don't know if I would go again, but I say that now and I'll probably still buy a ticket next year just because the deals are so good, and who doesn't love makeup? So let me show you what I got. So as I said, I went to Makeup Forever first. I did check out some of the stuff at Sephora and I already had a list of a few items that I wanted. There were about 3 or 4 items that I wanted that they didn't have. I wanted the number 160 brush. They didn't have that, although they did have quite a few of the brushes. I wanted the Makeup Forever Shine On powder, the one that Nicole Guerrero talks about a lot. They didn't have that one there, so I was unable to pick it up. And I did also want the Duo Matte Foundation in a deeper color to sort of use to either bronze up or contour my skin, but they didn't have the shade I wanted. But they did have quite a few other things, and the discount was really good. I think it was 40% this year, so it was really good to stock up on some of the stuff that I've wanted. The first thing that I got the new Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation. So they didn't actually have the normal HD foundation, which I think that they're discontinuing or replacing with the Ultra HD. According to some stuff that I've read on Lipstick Junkie Forever on Instagram, she said that this is the new formula and they're going to be coming out with even more shades. Apparently this is like a 4D quality, so before like the HD-ness was only for 3D quality or something like that. I'm not sure. I don't know like the camera terminology. I haven't even tried the other one, but I was excited that I was even able to get the Ultra HD formula at IMATS. Apparently Sephora doesn't even have it yet and it's not coming out for a few weeks or even like a month. So it's like first try. I will let you guys know how I like this. I got it in the shade 115, which is Ivory. I think it's the second lightest shade. I mean, I'm fair and I'd rather go for a slightly lighter foundation and bronze up my skin than be too dark, so I got that one. I did get 2 of the primers. I'm not a huge primer person, but I have been using that Maybelline Baby Primer, the smoothing one, and I've really been enjoying it, especially for right here and just right on my chin. It really smooths it out. So I figured that people have been talking about these so much, I might as well pick a few up. I got the smoothing one, which I think will be similar to the Maybelline one, as well as the hydrating one because I do have dry skin. I also got 3 of the bronzers. I would have picked up all 6, but I thought that was a little excessive, so I only picked up 3, although that's still excessive. So I have 20 matte and 30 matte. 20 matte is a little bit lighter and a little bit more neutral than 30 matte. 30 matte has a little bit of orangey undertones. I haven't tried these yet. I haven't really played with anything that I got yet, but I was really excited to pick these up. I've heard really good things about them and they have a really nice gel-like formula. I did also get 35i, which is a little bit more on the orangey tone, and it has like almost like an iridescent or like little flecks of shimmer, nothing that's like crazy glitter or anything like that, but I was interested to compare the matte and the iridescent formula, and the I and the M sort of relate to the iridescent or matte formulas. I did also get the Makeup Forever HD High Definition Pressed Powder. I do have this in a small little like loose one, but I feel like it can get a little bit messy, so I thought that this would be really nice for travel. I really do enjoy the Makeup Forever HD powder, so I thought that this would be really nice. And the last sort of makeup related item I got besides the lip liner that I got is another one of my Makeup Forever Full Cover Concealer, and I got this in shade number 1. I normally wear number 4, but I do like number 2 just to add a little bit of brightening, but they don't sell number 2 anymore. I think it might be like an older shade. During the VIB sale, I did get number 3 and 4, so I wanted to pick up number 1 just because I can get really fair in the winter, so I thought that this might be nice to have, and with 40% off, it was a really good deal. The last Makeup Forever items I got were 6 lip liners. I've never tried their lip liners, but everyone talks so highly of them. I got 3 classic neutral shades, so I got number 1C, 2C, and 3C, so it's lighter nude to sort of a medium nude. I really do like nude lip liners, so I thought it would be really nice to have these. And I did also get some of the newer shades. I think that they came out last summer. They are 22C, 23C, and 24C. So 22C is on the pink side, but still quite light. 23C is a little bit more on the peachy nude side, and then 24C is way more coral and peach. But I swatched them all after I bought them because I hadn't swatched any of these. I kind of just looked up swatches online and went in blindly, but I love lip liners, so I figured that either way I would probably like these, and I do really enjoy all the color selection. So that was everything I got from Makeup Forever. I did go to Morphe next. I bought a lot of brushes from Morphe. Everybody on YouTube talks so highly of Morphe, so I definitely wanted to check some of their brushes out. I bought a little bit too much. I got overwhelmed because it was just like jam-packed, so I just went in there, grabbed everything I could, and just paid for it. I was just like, whatever. But I mean, I don't think I necessarily need all their brushes, and there were a few brushes that I wanted to get but wasn't able to get because they didn't have them there. So I'll just go over all the ones I got. I haven't tried any of these out yet, so I don't know any opinions on them, but they do feel really nice and soft, and I'm really excited to use them. So when I was there, I was most excited for the gunmetal collection, which is just the ones that have sort of like that gunmetal packaging. A lot of YouTubers talk about this. I really wanted this collection and the Flawless collection, so I did get some from both. So from the gunmetal collection, I got G3, which is an oval domed buffer brush. I have G2, which is one of the ones I was most excited for. It's like a tapered buffer brush. It's quite dense. I have G18, which is a really nice crease brush. It's a really nice domed shaped. I also got G17, which is a little bit more fluffy compared to G18. So we have G17 on this side and G18 on this side. And I got G5, which is a little bit more fluffy and overall bigger than G3. And I was really excited for these pointy brushes. Pointy brushes, for some reason, are just my favorite. Any kind of face pointed brush, I bought all of them. I have G7, which is a little bit less dense than the other bigger brushes, and it's a nice maybe like overall bronzer brush, and it's like just a little bit rounded. And I have G1, which is like the rounded sister of the first G3 brush that I told you about. This one is oval and this one's rounded, but they are both quite dense. And then the last gunmetal brush I got, which was the biggest and most expensive from the entire collection, is G0, which is a super big dome brush. This reminds me of the Marc Jacobs bronzer brush. I will maybe have to do a comparison video between the two, because if anything, this is a really good dupe for it, because it was, I think, around $20 Canadian, where the Marc Jacobs one is around $100 Canadian. And then I got one brush from the Elite collection, which is E3. Again, I love tapered pointed brushes, so this is the pointed taper brush from the collection. I'm really excited for this. It reminds me of that MAC one. I'm not sure what the MAC, I think it's like 173 or 178. It reminds me of that one. I actually got 2 more from the Elite collection. They got lost in the other ones. I have E8, which is like a smaller contour brush. It would be really nice to apply contour to get it really precise, or even just highlight. It's a little bit dense but still fluffy, so it'd be good for blending and putting on color. And then I have E22, which is a really nice eye blending brush. It's a little bit tapered as well. And then the next ones I got are just a mix match from, I think, their normal collection as well as some of their Flawless collection. I have M512, which is very similar to that contour one I got from the Elite collection, but a little bit more dense and a little bit more short. I was really excited for some of these contour brushes. Most of the contour brushes I have are like angled or not as precise as this, so I thought they'd be really nice for contouring. And then I got several of the eye brushes. I have M321, which is a small shader brush, really good for either depositing color or smudging underneath the lash line. I got 2 of the white-haired blending brushes. This one is M433 and this is M514. M514 M514 is a little bit thinner and not as almost flat. It's like a little bit rounded, where M433 is a little bit pinched or flat. And then I got two of the similar ones but in black. I have M505 and M411. M505 is a little bit bigger and a little bit more pointed than M411. And the last three brushes I got from Morphe were all sort of the pointed long brushes. I have M438 right here. It's not as big or as long as the next one, which is M500. You'll see the difference right here. So this is probably a little bit better for precision or like under eye application, or this might be really good for just placing color all over. And then I have M509, which is almost like in between the two black brushes. It's not as pointed as the other two, but not as long as the longest one. So that was everything I got from there, and Linda, who is like the founder of Morphe, was there. She was really sweet. I talked to her for a moment and she was really friendly. She was just fully working the booth, not even really talking to anyone. She was processing people, grabbing payments and that kind of thing, just because their booth was insane, but she was really nice. And the last brush I got was from the Friends Beauty Supply. It is like a supply. They weren't that busy. They had random brands, but some of the more popular brands as well. This is a brush I got. It's called Stilazzi. I think that's the brand. It reminded me of a Sigma brush that I really want to try, so I figured it was nice. I think it was $6 or $8. It's called S133. It's really soft. I forgot to mention that I also picked up the Jaclyn Hill Favorites palette from Morphe. This is something that I've never been extremely interested in, and it's not because I don't like Jaclyn. I think she's amazing and I love watching her videos, more for the fact that I wasn't really interested in another eyeshadow palette, and it has a little bit more of the brighter colors, although not super bright, still quite neutral, but the brighter colors I don't use that much. But I was there and everybody was getting it, and I think I maybe just bought into the hype, and I thought that eventually maybe I would want it, so it was nice to maybe pick it up while I could. While I was at the Friends counter, I did pick up two Z palettes. I do have one already, but these were on sale for $15, and normally they are $20 American, which usually works itself out to be almost $30 when you're combining shipping and tax and all of that. So I thought that $15 for each of these was really good, and I'm looking to place a Makeup Geek order, so I wanted to prepare and get two of these, and I thought they were a really good deal, so I might as well get them when I can and fill them. Another thing I got at the Friends counter was a mixing palette. This is just like a flat mixing, almost like mirror. I think this was around $5 or $6. I've always wanted one like this. I have a video coming up on some of the other things that I've used. And the last thing I got at the Friends counter, they actually had lashes. All of their lashes were $1. I've never tried any of their lashes, but the band didn't seem super thick or anything like that, and it was a clear band, so I figured they might be nice even if I have to cut them up and use them as half lashes. $1 for lash is not bad at all. And I got 10 of them. I have all different kinds here. I have some bigger than the others. Most of them are quite wispy. I will put the numbers I got in the description below. And then the last things I got were some red cherry lashes. I was really interested to try some of these, and they were an okay deal there. They were regularly $3.99 or $4.99, and they had 25% off, so they were an okay deal. I think that you can get them other places for probably similar prices, but I wanted to pick up some of them. I have number 83, which is super light but really wispy. I think they might be really nice for a wispy natural look. I got Wisp, which is just WSP. These are really wispy and long. A lot of people were buying these, and these were the ones that were $4.99. I'm not sure why these were $4.99, maybe because they're more popular, but I was excited to try these. And I got 4 of the number 110s. I really like the fact that they are spaced out a little bit with still being quite long and a little bit natural, so I got 4 of those. I got 1 of number 43, which were really thick and wispy. I think that they might be really similar to, again, those Ardell Demi Wispies. I got 1 DW, which I think might be standing for Demi Wispies. I think that they were really similar. They look really similar. And then I got 1 of 76, which is really thick and really long and wispy. I'm not sure why I got these, but they just tickled my fancy at the time, so I wanted to go for those. So that was everything I got at IMATS. Overall, I really enjoyed my experience. I did do a really good haul. I really liked the discount at Makeup Forever. I think that maybe makes it worth it, just depending on how much Makeup Forever items you're gonna get. But everything was crazy. The lines were really long. I would probably recommend to go within the first hour, or else it's not worth it. I think that it was just a little bit overwhelming at times because it was crazy. I hope you all enjoyed this haul. Let me know in the comments below if you went to IMATS Vancouver and what you got from IMATS Vancouver. Make sure you subscribe because I will be doing a lot of upcoming videos in the month of June, and thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned.